Good morning, I'm Clinton Griffiths. Finally, there's some good news in the battle against drought in Texas. Over the weekend, a storm dumped up to 7 inches of rain in some areas of the Texas panhandle. Now, much of that falling in just 1 hour. Diana, who lives near Amarillo, took a couple of videos of the storm coming in. The ground, though, not ready in all places to receive that much rain so quickly, with flooding, even a rock slide reported. Still, Amarillo has seen just over 8 inches of rain so far this year, well below the city's average of 21 inches. And in other places of the state, especially the South Plains, there is no rain in sight for the next 10 days. While rain fell in parts of Texas over the weekend, the area has battled drought all year. As Farm Journal's Tyne Morgan reports, the nation's largest cotton producer has seen acres wither in the past month. Heat and a lack of moisture continues to batter fields.
An aerial snapshot of Hale County, Texas tells the story best.
Most of our area right now is in a D4 drought, the highest level that the drought monitor actually measures.
Todd Straley manages Quarterway Gin in Plainview, Texas, an area that's known for cotton.
We expected at the beginning of the season with the acres that I had planted reported to me, we should have been ginning somewhere just slightly over 100,000 bales this year. What it looks like today is we're going to be somewhere between 15 and 20,000.
The last time the crop looked this poor was the devastating drought of 2011, and this year the crop is worse.
I can tell you in 2011, this particular gin did 40,000 bales in 2011.
Stephen Ebling says as a farmer, 2011 still stings, but he says 2022 may be worse.
This year, our aquifers depleted to the point we've turned this into a salvage operation already, and that's not good before cotton already blooms that we're trying to salvage a crop. We don't have an acre of dry land left. It's all been failed out. Most of it never even sprouted.
It's not just the drought that's been unbearable for the crops here, but also the heat. The National Weather Service says so far this year, Lubbock, Texas has seen 29 days with temps above 100 degrees. 16 of those came in July.
The only plants that are green or even alive around here are under a pivot.
Ebling still hopes to salvage 80% of his irrigated crop, which is much better than other farmers around here. But the recent triple-digit heat means the number of irrigated fields that may fail this year will more than likely grow. Texas Tech economist Darren Hudson says it's stories like this playing out across the High Plains.
It's horrible. I don't know that there's any other way to describe it.
As crop prospects dwindle by the day, the dryland crop is already gone, just like it was in 2011.
What we're seeing now, I think, is perhaps more troubling, is there are a lot of irrigated acres that have been plowed up. It's just not worth it to take it to harvest.
Hudson says USDA was aggressive in its July forecast, putting current U.S. cotton abandonment now at 32%, which is the third highest on record.
I think the abandonment number that USDA is working with at this point is probably far too low for this region.
It's the infrastructure piece of the puzzle that is troubling for economists and communities here.
We're looking, in probably billions of dollars worth of lost economic activity for the region.
This drought is going to have a huge impact on West Texas and Texas in general for our entire lifetime.